Hey everyone, today I want to flip through my new October Silk and Sonder planner. Now this is a monthly planner subscription. I have done a few video reviews of them before. I think I did May, July, and now I'm about to do October. So it's not something that I get every month. The reason why is because for me, I like to spend my time doing the tracker activities, the reflections, the intentions. There's so many activities throughout this planner. And for me, I don't think that's something that I'd be able to maintain every single month. So I use this more as a journal, a time to reflect, think about where I am in the year, and I think that October is a great time to get one of these because it's right before the holidays, right before things get really busy, and I don't know, I think getting them quarterly is great. So anyway, let's take a look at my October Silk and Sonder planner. To begin, I absolutely love Silk and Sonder's floral covers, floral details. I love floral, and they just have this beautiful watercolor look. They've got deep purples, some light oranges, some greens, some maroons. It's like the perfect fall floral, so I really love that. When you open at the index, which it comes in every single planner, it gives you sort of like where everything is. It also has some really pretty purple florals, so I like that as well. When you turn the page, you see October 2021 Welcoming Patience. So that's something I should have mentioned before. Each Silk and Sonder planner has a theme. So I think July's was gratitude. I'd have to go back and look, but I think it was gratitude. This month's is patience, which I honestly think if somebody said to pick the worst characteristic or your biggest downfall about yourself, it would be patience. Now, if I am like in a situation where I am working with a student or another person and you have to be patient because you're explaining things, like that is no problem for me. I am more than happy to be patient. In my day-to-day life though, I am just like such an efficient person, almost to a fault. Like if I get in line at the grocery store and someone behind me has 2 items, I'm like, go ahead. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, it would literally be a sin for me not to let you and your 2 items in front of me when I have an entire cart. So for me, it's not even like a polite or impolite thing. Like when people aren't like that around me or like aren't aware of their space, I get really impatient. And I know it's a flaw of mine. No one is doing this to be rude or mess something up for me, but I am just impatient in day-to-day life. So that is a personal thing about me, and it's something I'm working on. So when I got this in the mail, I was like, oh, hey babe. I told my husband, I was like, patience is the theme of the month. And he was like, oh, really? And I was like, don't say anything. So anyway, it's something that I am very excited to work on. So the first page here, it's got the welcoming patience, and it's just a welcome from the Silk and Sonder creator. And then the next page is the instruction sheet. So it goes through the instructions for each of the different activities, the sleep tracker, the mood tracker, the habit tracker, everything. So that's really helpful. And when you flip the page, you go to the 2021 perpetual calendar. Now for me, like I said, I like the journal activities in here. I'm not really using this as a planner, but if you were to use it as a planner, on the right side, you get the October calendar, and on the left side, you get the year at a glance. Now, again, for me, I would never use a planner like this because 1, it's not big enough. Literally my thumb fits in the box, and that's just not enough space for me to write any type of events, plans, appointments, things like that. And the other thing is, and this might be a preference for some people, I know it kind of depends on what kind of planner you like, what you have, your personal schedule, but the calendars in this planner go Monday to Sunday, and I prefer a Sunday to Saturday planner. So anyway, not a deal breaker at all. I just don't really tend to use that. The next pages have a future log, so it's really nice in case you want to have space to write what's going to happen in the next 4 months. So you get November, December, January, February, and if you want, you can start putting things that might happen in those months, travel, vacation, people visiting, appointments, what have you. So you get a little at a glance for those next 4 months, which is really nice. And then moving on, you get those September and October intentions. So actually September is reflections, October is intentions. So with September reflections, you go through your wins, your hiccups, your favorite moments, your hard moments, and what do you want to start, stop, and continue. So I really like that. It makes you ask yourself some really good questions. And then the October intentions, I like the way that they explain this. This is the same in every planner, but it says, a new month, a new you. Setting intentions is not making a to-do list. It's asking something of yourself and then giving yourself the strength to do it. So for example, it might not necessarily for spiritual health be like take a walk every day and it's something that you have to do a checkbox for because maybe walking clears your mind, but maybe saying as an intention like move more, that might be something that could be helpful because it's not a to-do list, it's just something that you're hoping to work towards. So that's how I view it anyway. So there's space for spiritual health, personal life, physical health, key relationships, money management, and professional goals. So pretty widespread there. Love having that. I love having the look back and the look forward here. When you flip the page, you get the mood tracker and the October habit tracker. These are so fun to look at before and after because it's just like a nice blank sheet before, and then after you get to really look at it. So the mood tracker, I did complete that back in July, and it was really helpful because I could kind of see patterns and trends. We were also going through a pretty rough sleep regression in July, so I'm just glad, knock on wood, that we're past that now. But that definitely had an impact on my mood. I think sleep impacts mood greatly. Maybe other people out there would agree. And then the habit tracker, that was fun. I also did that in July as well. And so what I like about this is it's not 42 habits that you need to track. I think there's room for 7, and you just track them throughout the whole month. So I'll definitely be using those. I haven't quite decided what I'm gonna put there for them yet, but I know that I'll be using the habit tracker and the mood tracker. The next page has the sleep tracker. I don't know if I'm gonna use that. Part of me wants to, because I was in a really good sleep pattern, and then about a week ago, I kind of got out of it for a variety of reasons, and getting back into it was so important to me because I felt almost just like discombobulated. Like I couldn't think straight. I was so tired. I just felt like I was laggy all day, and it wasn't like a quick fix. Like it took me like 4 nights of better, more restful sleep to feel better. I almost felt sick in a way. I don't know. So sleep has been really important to me, and using the sleep tracker, I don't know if it would be a lot to do, but it's something that I'm thinking about. So we might do that. And then this one. This is one I'm definitely gonna do. I need to do this every single day, the patience log. So was there a moment where you felt more or less patient today? Write it down. And I think that will be good because it will make me, while I'm living my life in my day, in the moment, actively think about patience, and is there something that I can improve upon? Is there something that I need to just like exhale and accept the moment of life as it is and just say, you know what, this is what it is, and I need to just be patient through it. I can't hurry this thing. I can't be more efficient. I can't, any of those things. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what this looks like at the end of the month. The journaling prompts also are focused around patience. So there are 3 questions. When was the last time you had to wait in order to get what you wanted? What was it like to be in that space of waiting? And I think for these types of questions, these would not be instances of like, I'm at the grocery store and I'm feeling impatient because somebody is walking too slow, something like that. I think these are more big picture, like something really important in my life. I want it to happen. I'm working towards it and it's just not happening. So I think for the journaling prompts, I wouldn't be looking at something quite so, I guess, on like a micro level. I think that would be good for the patience log, but for the journaling prompts, I think I want to think big picture. So really good questions. There's 3 of them. And then the next page is the letter of gratitude. I really like this. So this says, sometimes we aren't patient with ourselves. In fact, we can often be the hardest on ourselves. We miss out on opportunities, hold ourselves back, and let perfectionism get in the way from living our truest potential. Think of someone who believed in you, even when you didn't believe in yourself. Write them a letter. So I really love this, and I think that this is something that any of us could do. You could keep it in here, and then you could take a picture and send it to the person, because I think sometimes people do stuff for us and they would have no way of knowing the impact and how important they are to us, or just maybe a small action they've done to support us. We feel grateful, that gratitude, and maybe we just don't say anything, So I don't know, maybe I'll make that a goal this month to write this to somebody and give it to them. Next page is the Wheel of Life. I asked in my last video, there was a Wheel of Life, I believe, in the July Silk and Sonder planner, and I was like, would anybody feel comfortable putting their honest to goodness, I'm ranking 1 to 10 how fulfilled I feel in each of these 10 categories on the internet? I'm still gonna say no, I would not put this on the internet. Like, yes, number 1, education. Okay, I took a couple LinkedIn learning classes. I'll give myself a 9 out of 10. But some of these are really personal, like I'll read them to you. Education, financial, health, career, family, spiritual, relationships, romance, home environment, adventure. Regardless of if you want to talk about it or post it or anything like that, that is a good activity to do. And next is the patience activity. Choose a situation where you are currently or had previously been struggling with being patient. This could range from a minor irritation to a larger problem, such as being unemployed. So they give some examples as you're working through these questions, which is good in case you're not exactly sure what the question is asking, but that's another one I'm definitely going to be doing. And then next page is the butternut squash curry recipe. So there's always recipes each month. I don't know, maybe I will make it. I've not yet made a recipe from a Silk and Sonder planner, so if I do, I will keep you posted. Turn the page and you get this adorable sunflower and pumpkin coloring page. How cute is this? I am 1000% doing this. It's gonna take forever because it's like one of those adult coloring book theme type pages where it's gonna take forever to color everything in, but I was hoping there would be something like fall in addition to like deep purples for fall florals, like a pumpkin. I wanted there to be a pumpkin in here somewhere. So the fact that there is a pumpkin and we've got some sunflowers on here, I'm definitely going to be doing this page. There's a noticing nature game next to the coloring page, which is cute. Pick your favorite leaf, look at it closely. What would you name it? What do you like about the leaf? What patterns are on the leaf? And then you draw it. And it's just like a nice little like nature, like you're outside. And I think that's really nice because, well, I was gonna say maybe where you are, wherever you are, hopefully it's starting starting to get a little bit nicer. If you're, in the South, it is still very warm out, but it is getting nicer to the point where it's like mornings and evenings are nice and the daytime is bearable, unlike a month ago where it was like miserable to be outside. So I will be doing this one as well. It might not be a leaf because we don't really have leaves here in Florida that are on the ground, at least not right now. Maybe I'll pick a plant. Maybe I'll pick a flower. So anyway, I'm planning on doing that. And then we get into the quote page and the monthly expense tracker. I will not be using the monthly expense tracker. I do all of that online, but it is an option in case that's something you want to do. When you turn the page, you go into your weekly view. Now, I love this because even though I wouldn't use this planner as a monthly because the monthly is not big enough, this would be a fantastic weekly planner. The reason why is because you have so much space. So you get a space for weekly to-dos. You get a mini habit tracker if you want to have that in there. This week I want to feel, weekly major goals. You've got a space for meal plan if you want to write that out, a mind and body health plan, a shopping list, and then a little spot for a great food, memory, or song. So you have all of that on one page, but wait, there's more. You flip the page and you get completely open grid space, a column for every single day. The only column that shares is Saturday and Sunday. So basically it's grids with at the bottom a little space to track your water if you want, a little space to write the weather, which I think that is so cute. I love weather, by the way. So like paying attention to when it cools down and when it starts to feel like fall is something I really like. So I think if I use this planner for the weekly, I would definitely keep track of the weather. And then the top says one thing, which I really like because it could be like one thing that made you happy, one thing that made you feel productive, just one good thing that happened. So that's really fun. And then at the back of that, you get a notes page, just totally open 2 pages of notes, which is fantastic. And that's what you get for every single week. So there is so much space in the back for notes and for your weekly. And there's also this, it's kind of in the middle of the weekly pages, but it says currently, loving, feeling, enjoying, anticipating, wishing, reading, watching, and planning. So that's a fun little thing that you can fill out as well. And that's it. That's the end of the planner. It always ends with the quote of, or not the quote, the definition of Sonder, which I think is just like it's just like a really interesting word. So the back cover has some beautiful florals as well, just like the front cover. But this is a planner that I always look forward to getting it in the mail. One, I like getting mail. Who doesn't like getting mail? Like something fun. The other thing is that I just love all of the activities in here. So a regular planner to me is just about putting your dates, your activities, your plans, your schedule, all of that in there. And that's fine because that is what a planner is for. But I love the activity, the reflection, the intention, just, it feels like self-care, like taking some time out of the day to color, to just breathe, exhale, reflect on, maybe something that I could improve upon. Maybe I could be more patient. I know I could be more patient, but just thinking about that as opposed to just having something that guides my schedule, this is a little bit more intentional. So I love the reflective aspect of this planner. It's one of my favorite things. It's one of my favorite little things that I get in the mail a couple times a year. So let me know if you have gotten a Silk and Sonder planner. I've been really happy with it. And the other good thing is they're small, so you could keep them and just tuck them away in a drawer and just, yeah, it's cute and I love it. So anyway, let me know if you've got one or if you're using a different type of planner for now, or if you found another type of reflective planner. I have not yet found something with the in-depth and multiple activities that come in each of these. So I really like it. If you have found something though, let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.